Tonight at 5, aviation fans in North Alabama are in for a treat this weekend as the North Alabama Air Fest gets ready to take flight. WAAY 31's Julia Miller has the details from Pryor Field in Tanner.
With a major air show coming to North Alabama this weekend, I wanted to see firsthand what it takes to pull off a show in the sky, and I got to experience it all from the cockpit. Flying high above North Alabama, this is the view pilots like Decatur native Skip Stewart will have at this weekend's North Alabama Air Fest. Skip is one of 15 performers taking to the skies. He's flying a plane he built himself, customized to match his style. He told me he's been at this since he was a kid. He says a trip to an air show at 14 sparked his passion for aerobatics, and now he hopes to pass that same inspiration to others.
Some kids go to the air show and they watch the Blue Angels fly, they end up joining the Navy, or they watch the Thunderbirds fly, they end up joining the Air Force. For me, it was a guy that built an airplane in his garage, flying it like an RC airplane, but it basically gave me tunnel vision to do something with myself. I knew I had to be able to afford an airplane, so I better do good in school, right? So, passing that along is why I'm here.
Organizers say this is the only air show in Alabama held at a public use airport. They expect about 30,000 people from more than a dozen states to come out. The air show runs Saturday and Sunday right here at Pryor Field. Gates open at 11 and they close at 6 p.m. Reporting at Pryor Field, Julia Miller, WAAY 31 News.
All right, thanks, Julia. Leaders with the Limestone County NAACP are gearing up for their 13th annual Educational Golf Classic. Proceeds will go directly to the STEPS reading program. It's an initiative dedicated to improving literacy and education outcomes of local kids. The event's happening tomorrow at Joe Wheeler State Park. There will be an 8 a.m. shotgun start. And you still have time to register for another golf tournament hosted by the Huntsville-Madison County Auburn Club. It's happening September 30th, starting at 8:30 a.m. at the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail at Hampton Cove. All the proceeds help fund the club's mission of providing scholarships to students in Madison County who are planning to attend Auburn University. We're talking about our game of the week, of course, it being Friday. Two undefeated teams going head-to-head. The West Morgan Rebels and the Priceville Bulldogs are both 3-0 to start the season. WAAY 31 sports reporter Trevor Denton joins us now live with what to expect from this night's matchup. Hey, Trevor.
That's right, here with Priceville's head coach, Seth Parker. Seth, when you took this job at Priceville, how much did you dream of moments like this? Battle of undefeateds, all the media here, the game that everybody's looking at in North Alabama.
Right, yeah, man, I've dreamed of it. Dreamed of it my whole life, man. I've wanted to do this my whole life. I've always known that. I was a son of a coach and grew up loving this kind of stuff, and so, man, it's a dream come true. But like you said, when I took the job at Priceville, man, I've wanted to win for this community so bad, and so for us to be in games like this again, it's special, and I'm excited for our town.
How was the week of practice leading up to this battle?
Yeah, it's good, man. Focused like normal. It's business as usual. Of course, we got a great opponent, but, we have a consistent practice schedule, week schedule, and it stays pretty consistent, but we've been focused, and I think we've had a great week.
Going back to when you guys were assistant coaches at the same time as Athens, now going against them, do you have a second to take in what a full circle moment that is? Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, just building relationships with guys over the course of coaching with them for years and getting to know them. But then now, for a night, you're enemies, and so it's great, man. I'm excited for the opportunity to coach against a great coach, but a friend as well. But obviously, for the those 48 minutes, we probably won't be too friendly. What do you want this Bulldogs team identity to be as we go through the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think more of the same, man. We want to be physical. We want to run the ball and stop the run. I think the teams that do that most times are going to win games, and that's kind of how we've built this thing and want to continue to play that way.
What has been the best part about bringing a winning team back to this community?
Just the excitement, man. I had kids saying something to me today, how proud they are of their classmates and how excited they are about tonight. And that's what it's about, man. It's about getting these kids out from school. Our pep rally was electric. Just had a great vibe in the school the last few weeks, and we want to keep it going.
It's got to feel good wearing that Priceville jersey, wearing that Priceville hat right now. You've got a great energy around this program. Anything else you want to say about the type of atmosphere we can expect here tonight?
Man, it's going to be a good one. We're looking forward to it. We're glad to have them at our place, and like I said, I'm glad to have cameras and eyes on Priceville and show what we're about, and it's going to be a great night here in Priceville, Alabama.
Both teams averaging over 40 a game. Both these teams have been electric to start the season, and both 3-0. Perfect choice for our big game Friday night, game of the week. Thank you, Seth.
Thanks, man.
Back to you.